Good morning on this windy morning. I have a plan for today. I bought a skiorking set, which is a type of tech where you can ski or skate or wakeboard behind your horse with. Even though I would love to do that because my boyfriend can both ski and wakeboard, the goal for us here right now is to see if it works to even out the arena as well with a pallet behind it. But first I'm gonna have to try it on, and then first I'm gonna have to give him a brush. He's not that dirty. Lindy is a lot more dirty with her black belly, but that's the plan for today. We have also done some upgrades again. We have a whole forest here, and all these trees are these are for braiding, for making a willow wall. The whole big pile is just leftovers for eating. We can't really braid with it, we can't really put it in the ground. And then we have another pile at the manure container that we can use to plant. So we have a whole bush here already, and we also have a lot of them in the pool to get the roots a little bit softer so that they can grow roots again, because these willows come from a big willow tree and these are just the branches, and you can plant them very well. Hi Nala. Hi. Okay, let's go to Aslan. Hi. Nala always likes attention. She is like Aslan. It's never enough. So this is our current setup. We have 4 boxes of hay there, one over here and one over there. And we still have one in the round pen that needs to be emptied because 2 horses were separated in there. And we have one empty one over there, so we can place more. Hey cuties. Hey cuties. And we have 3 nets over here because Macho, our Shetland, can't really reach the hay anymore if it's this empty already. We filled all of these up at the same time, but apparently this one is very nice because the other ones are completely full. Yeah, you have to eat everything equally. Oh, I'll see, be kind. So let's see. You're not dirty. You're not that dirty. Although this morning I was watching a vlog from a Dutch YouTuber with horses, and she's very often saying, "Oh, my horses are so dirty, my horses are so dirty." I think she would have a meltdown if her horse looked like this. There are just a few hay pieces in there, and of course the legs are covered in clay. Aslan, it's funny because a lot of people always ask, isn't it very hard to keep him clean with his curls because he's a curly horse? But actually, when I compare it to, well, Nala is very dirty. Lindy, this is her cleaner side. Lynn. Yeah, show your dirty side. So she has pieces over here that Aslan doesn't have. And this, for example, her whole belly. And Presto is also very dirty. Over here as well. Over here as well. Yeah, you're proud of that, huh? And then when I compare all of that, also Lindy's legs, for example, are completely covered in mud. Nana's too. Yeah. And then Aslan is, I think it's because he is so warm, because his fur is so thick. Aslan, be kind. And also his legs aren't really that dirty. You can still just see his color instead of just mud. So I would think that curly horses, or at least this curly horse, is actually a lot cleaner in the winter. It's not like he doesn't walk in the mud. It's not like he doesn't roll, but it just magically disappears, the mud. Where the other horses might just not have that warmth, because the clay, when it's warm, or when it's at least dry, and when it's warm it gets dry, it's very easy to get off of the skin. Then you can very easily brush it off with your hands. And I think because Aslan is just warmer because of his curly coat, that is why he's not that dirty. So very interesting. I'm gonna give him a quick brush, but I'm happy that I don't need to do it that much. And then I'm gonna fit the tag. And over here we have some bonding between these girls. Jade sadly moved away, which was a big girlfriend for Nala. But it's nice to see these girls finding each other. And it's really 2 herds. We have Aslan, Kate, Presto, Nala, Lindy. And then we have Macho, Nayeli and Mango. And those 3 arrived at the same time as Kate. And the rest was already here. But Kate just really said, I'm part of the herd now. And the other ones just need to step up a little bit for themselves. But it's also nice that like this it's calm, and they do mix, but most of the time you'll see them like this, like 2 little herds, which is also part of why I wanted like more horses than 3 or something. Because when you have just 3 or 4 horses, you're kind of telling them who they belong with, and who they have to play with, and who they have to eat with, who they have to sleep with. Those are just the horses that they have to live with. And when you have a little bit of a bigger herd, we're with 8 horses now, you can see that they will make their own friends, and they can really see for themselves who fit with their character and their personality. And you'll also, if you really observe your horses and your herd a lot, you'll also see that Presto very often goes to drink with the girls, with Nala and Lindy. Aslan is also often on his own, and eating they apparently do all together. It's also often Aslan, Presto, Lindy at one box. So it's really nice to see that for different activities they also have different friends. Aslan very often sleeps together with Nala, but he plays more and more with Presto. So it's really nice if you have some time left with your horses at the barn. Don't just think that you have to do a chore or that you have to train, but just watch them with their friends, and it can really tell you a lot also in what they like. For example, when I want him to be playful, I can try and see what he does with Presto that he likes to play. We mostly like the mouth game, and we do that often as well with my hand at his nose. So it also really helps you bond with your horse if you observe the horses in the herd. I can see some more bonding over here. Might be the first time that they're trying to groom together, but they're still figuring out what they like. So Lindy is like, no, I'm not sure yet. Nala is trying still. Oh, yeah, see? Big fan of the magic brush. It's very dirty because we use it a lot, but you can see how easy all the hay goes off. No, Lindy. Cuties. Lindy just parked with her butt towards me, and she usually does that to kick me away because she's very sensitive. She doesn't want to be touched, she doesn't want to be petted, she doesn't want to be brushed. You've seen that video. Now she's parking. She did it twice, so I'm pretty sure this is what she wants, and now she's also wiggling to get some rubs. That's very special, Lynn. You suddenly... Oh no, it's so hard. That's so hard. I have nowhere to go. We're between the horses. Do I need to scratch harder? Oh, it's very nice. Sweet Lindy. Is this enough? Yeah. So special. She's really learning that she can use her words with me, that she can, like, not words, but that she can show me what she wants so that I can give it to her. Very nice. Lindy is not, does not like that she's not included. go to the car where it is, the tag. Oh, yeah. You're seeing all the willows, huh? Ain't that nice? You're taking the difficult route. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. He's a little distracted. Back up. By all the willows and grass. Ooh, and I have to make sure this doesn't get into the mud. Alright. So this is it. It doesn't come with the fluffy pad, but because I don't want him to pull me on skates or on a wakeboard on our skis, which is not very heavy for him, but I want him to pull something, hopefully a pallet or whatever, that we can help get our arena leveled out every week. So I have this pad underneath. It just opens and closes with Velcro, so that's really nice and it fits perfectly. I did buy the full size just because I know that not just we are gonna do it, but more people in the herd, more horses in the herd, and more people want to try this as well, which is great because then it's not a task that only we have to do, but we can share it. And obviously it's a lot of fun if you can do this with your horse. It's a nice workout and very productive. So I bought it in a bigger size than I would, I think, normally, because he is a cup size, but he's also a little bit in between. So this goes over your head. Very good, man. And then like this. You're a good man. Okay. So I'll just put it on the shortest way to see if it's okay for him. Because then for the other horses, they are bigger. Of course, Aslan isn't that small. See, no pushing. Okay. So of course it has to shape according to his body because it's leather. But I think that if we pull that it's on a comfortable height. Yeah, I think so. Then we also have reins that go, I think, on this circle and on the other side. And then we can drag. But of course I'm gonna try it like this first. Also got my whip. And these are the ropes that go on it. But I think, of course, I wanna try how this goes first. And I can't steer with the reins when they're here. These are really just for pulling. But I want to try and do some like double lining first. So I will hook them on to his halter, which we've done before. So that's not a new thing. Although this halter doesn't really have the right, on his previous halter it could very easily just clip on here. And I see that this one is a little bit bigger. I guess we could also just hook it on here. No, I see. No eating. Be patient. I understand. Like that. I think it's really, really long, which is nice because then the pallet isn't in a very dangerous distance towards his hind end. But we'll see if it's not way too long. For now, we're just gonna go into the arena and just walk around with this in the position that we're gonna do it in with the pallet as well. And then we'll see how that goes. Right? Yeah. Okay. So it's been a while since we've done something in the arena or at all. So let's see how this goes. Of course, I don't have as much of a steer as I would like. Oh, but what I could do is put it through here. Would that be helpful? Maybe. We used to have like a girth for long lining, but we used to borrow that from someone we used to board with, and of course we're now in different stables. So I think I'm gonna have to buy that again, because I did enjoy the double lining or double reining or long lining. There are so many different words for this, but I think we all know what I mean. Come. Yeah, come. Come. Yes, good man. So it's been about a year since I did this last. And when we're here in the beginning, Aslan always really likes to drink from the puddles. So that's okay. What I really struggle with, and I could already tell when we started to walk away, is with the steering. When you think, oh, he's gonna turn one way and I have to steer the other way, then he often goes completely the way that I'm steering towards, because it's I don't have to pull at all. I can just very gently give a cue and he'll feel it very strongly, because there's so much space in between. Mongo and Presto are playing, that's nice. So I'll just walk around for a little bit just to get him used to it for today. It is very long, the reins, which is a little bit of an overdue, but we can see if it works. Come, come, stop. Come, come. Yeah, good man. I feel like I have to shout all the way towards him because I'm so far away. Come. Yeah, I think this is our struggle. Of course, also with lunching, I'm also always very close to him. That's just what we really like. And now we're very far away from each other. So I am gonna take the reins shorter again, so I can also use my whip on his bum a little bit. Come on. Come on. Good man. Oh. Yes, over the pole. Yes. Good man. Good job. This way to the right. No more drinking. It's done. It's done. Good. We didn't have to go through the puddle, but you steer towards it. Good man, Assie. I do really like that he always instantly lowers his head a little bit, searches for that relaxation, which is why I enjoy the long lining, long reining, whatever you want to call it, so much. Trying to find some straight lines, which is a struggle. Good man, Assie. I was really looking forward to this as well. What a good man. So of course this is not a how-to, but it might be some inspiration. Come. Let's go around the puddle. Ooh. Hey cuties, are you all watching? Okay, I'm gonna try to click not so much. I feel like I have to give something to motivate him to keep walking. While when I don't click, he still walks the same pace. Of course, I would like him to walk a little bit more active, but I also understand that he's looking for his way through the puddles. The arena is not that bad. I walk around here pretty comfortably, and so is he. Sometimes there's a hole in the way. But I understand that he's not that fast. Good, now this way. Yes. No, you're doing great. You can see some hesitation in his body language. Like, what do you want, left or right? No, I want left. Then we change sides. You're a good man. I want to go over the pole. Let's see if we can do that. Come. Yes, good. Turn. Yes. So good. Yes. You already see it. Good man. And ooh. Wow, good man. I didn't bring cookies, I forgot. It's still in my car. We can do some cuddles. Also licking the hands. Okay, what I'm thinking about is, am I okay with the fit? Well, I have no idea. But, yeah, I know. But, if anything, I think I put it too small right now. Maybe this could be a little bit lower. But I'm pretty pleased. So, that means that it's okay for it to get dirty. So we're gonna go get a pallet. We're just gonna go practice. I'll start with one that we broke. I think that's a smart move. Yeah, because that will be light. And you will still feel that object behind him. Like I said, this is not a how-to. This is inspiration. This is how I do it. But it's also because Aslan already knows the long lining. Aslan is not spookish or anything, or ticklish or anything around his body, behind him, whatever. He has a calm, happy day. I'm like watching his body language. He is a little unsure, but that's not weird. But he is doing very well. So with many other horses, I would say this would be it for today's training. We're gonna repeat this in another training and then add the pellets. With Aslan, I think I can go a little bit faster, but we'll see. I am pretty much 100% sure that at least he's not gonna spook or run with the pellet, and that's the most important thing. If we can do this safely, then we can do it. And Aslan, just when he's not sure or when he's scared or whatever, he just stands still. So then I could very easily take it off again and there's not a problem at all. So I think that will be the plan. So this is the idea. Yeah, we're gonna drag that. Let's see. Take the knot. And then I'm gonna have to clip this on here. We're gonna do some, it's not the pallet like we used to have at the old barn. It's not a pedestal, that's what we had. Can't wait to see how you do, mister. Okay. So of course the biggest thing is it has to be on here. I think I'm gonna try to Make sure it doesn't go too far away from him. No, because this is the first time. I'm just gonna... I was thinking I can make some loops so it's not far, but I also thought I want it to be easy to clip it loose, so it will have to be far away. Let's drag. Good man. Yes! Alright, I think the best way to document this is like this. Good job! He's like, Mom, I'm stuck. Yeah. Now we can actually see how this fits. Okay, you can do it. Pull! Come. Yeah, good man. Oh, look at his face. It's like, I don't understand. You don't understand. The blinking is a very clear sign of insecurity, trying to process, basically just saying this. And then my microphone stopped working. So the rest of the video will just be this voiceover. I was saying Aslan is basically just saying this is really hard. So the rest of the training was just about 5 minutes, and we mostly just tried to encourage him to get some steps. I think in total he maybe did 10 steps dragging the pallet. You can really see how insecure he is about it. He's really thinking, well, I'm stuck, I can't move, something is holding me back. So you can really see that he still has to learn this. The skjorking tack, I think, is okay. This was a good part. It didn't hurt him or anything, but it also moved around a lot. So it's not ideal, but of course I am standing next to him. I could also see that when, like here, we were trying to make a turn, that the whole tack was moving around. So yeah, not ideal. And here the horses were a little bit scared because we were getting close. And then Aslan also got a little insecure about that. Like, oh, is there something to be scared of? So then I moved the whole pallet around and Aslan around to be able to go in a straight line again. And he did that well. Of course, I'm very proud of him, but it was also very difficult for him. So you can see a lot of stress signals, the blinking with the eyes, the licking, the chewing, the yawning, the mowing with his legs as well, which is all signals that this is very difficult for him, which is not something bad. Just like when we learn something new that is difficult, we also get a little bit stressed about it, but it's also in a way satisfying to be able to do it eventually and something to be proud of. So something that is not easy and maybe even a little bit stressful because it's difficult, it's not necessarily bad. Stress signals are not always something bad, but they are something to watch closely. So I ended up not doing this for too long, giving him lots of break, giving him lots of room with the rope, trying to encourage him to do it by himself, to want to walk for a few steps, not being forced or pulled or dragged by me, because of course then he's not learning it at all. Then he's just doing it because I tell him to do it, but I eventually want him to just very easily be able to drag the whole arena and level the sand out. And of course with this pallet that didn't happen at all because it was too light. The pallet is maybe 10, maybe 20 kilos. I dragged it in the arena with just one arm. So it's not heavy at all. Just wanted to put that out there. But it's really just the mental limit where Aslan thinks that there is a limit, that he thinks that something is pulling him back, he can't go. but he just has to learn that if he walks, it will be easier. Of course, the stepping away when it's not moving is the difficult part. So he will learn that eventually. But for now, I just want to continue building positive experiences like I do with all my trainings. I want to keep it fun, and that can be on another side of your discomfort level or your boundaries, but not too much. So on all, I had a lot of fun. Aslan had a very nice, challenging training, mostly mentally, and we're definitely gonna do this again. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye!